I was expecting it more to be counselling and ways to deal with losing someone, and not different ways of thinking about death, which it is. I thought it was more like group chats and who's lost who, and like, in some ways I felt inspired, because on the second day we were watching a few videos online about TED Talks, and it really hit home to me. So that afternoon I applied to be a speaker. It definitely changed the way I thought about death, like how death, dying and dead doesn't mean the same thing, and it's just completely changed the way I think about different cultures and how other people deal with death, and not in a sad way, in a celebration more than anything else. I'd recommend it 100%. It's changed the way I think and makes me feel better about what's happened, and given me the tools to talk to people and then give them a chance to understand and rethink, and that it's not all doom and gloom, even though it might seem it, that there is a possibility. It's what you make of it, is your own personal perspective, no matter what your belief is. Say you've got someone dying of cancer, it's a long and horrible process. The death of that person is a relief. They're released from all pain, there's no pain anymore. Just happy. Watching the TED Talks, this one guy was talking, he was an ambulance driver, and he was talking about the last things people were saying, and one thing that hit hard was they want to be remembered and want to be relieved of any guilt. Like, people are saying, I wish I spent more time doing this, and it's just clearing conscience and helping the people that you're leaving with happy memories and not sad ones, and what you've done. It's that final thought that sticks with you. The different culture bits, I think, because I think it opens people's minds, and in this society there's not really clear-cut like rituals, or because we just have a funeral, mourn, and then life goes on. I'd say if you wanted to learn something from it, go with an open, clear mind. Don't go closed, because it's a wasted exercise, if you get what I mean. You need to go in and say that, right, I've got this view but other people haven't, and you need to go in with an open mind and understand and really take in and listen. If you have more understanding, it's easier to cope, I think. Honestly, before I came, because I've been through counselling and I've done all that, I was already confident talking, and I've done my grieving, and I feel personally it's time to help people, and in that way I can help myself more, and understanding and just help other people come to terms with such a horrible thing. I definitely will, because the main thing that annoys me at the moment is how we tiptoe around the subject of death, and I just think death can happen to anyone at any time, no matter what age, where you come from. You could be the richest or the poorest. I think children need to be told, not straight, but in a more realistic and more reality. Instead of saying, for example, to a little kid, oh, your granddad's just gone to sleep, because the child thinks, oh, I don't want to go to sleep anymore. Honesty is the best way for children to come to terms with it, I think. It can happen to anyone in the world, doesn't matter where you come from. It's going to happen, it will happen, no matter, somewhere along the line you will face it, and you'll have to face it. It's about preparing for that eventuality and just having that knowledge and confidence to speak and face it, even though it's going to be really hard. There's no getting away from that, but it's just the more you learn and think, and the more you find better ways to cope.